Oh, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Tammy. Hi. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I thought I could take over where Mindy left off and show you some more animals this morning. They're all animals from the same farm. So, let's have a look here. We'll start by looking at the fish. Let me get the there. Get the blower. Well, I thought maybe we'd show you a little bit of the old farm since Justin and Lauren are still on the road. Still, as you can tell, I haven't improved my photographing of the fish skills yet. Yeah, you're seeing that hose there. So I use it to refill the ducks area. Oh, from a different angle. And I actually see comments this time, so that's nice too. Thought for a minute there I wasn't going to see comments. Yeah, fishes. Ah, I see the sky. Like a silhouette of fishes. Good morning, Vivian. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Ellen. Oh, I'll go ahead and feed them since I've got the aerator off. Yeah, don't fall in. Yeah, I think that every time I get close to the edge, I can be kind of clumsy sometimes. And then you add big old clunky boots. Sometimes you just have to go out and come back in for comments. Good morning, Donna. I don't know. Yeah, no news about our house selling. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Monica. There we go. They're like little fish ghosts against the reflection of the side of the house. But at least you can see them. Yeah. I have no idea how my cell connection's gonna do, but I thought I'd give it a try. I was hoping they'd come up, so I'm kind of trying to be quiet. But you can see them. They're alive and well. Well, it's supposed to hit 50 degrees today by 4 p.m. Aren't those babies over there at the new farm beautiful? I finally got to meet them yesterday. And they're so tiny, I was afraid to hold them. Jay said, Did you hold them? And I said, no, I'm afraid to touch them. They're so tiny. I hope Pluto's watching too, but she can watch on replay. There's hope. I wish you guys could see as clear as I can. Try this again. That horrible thing I shouldn't do. I'm going to do it anyway. There you go. I'll take it to the side. I realize it's upside down. At least you can see. Now my camera's probably blurry. Sorry. Here you go. Sorry to spin you like that. So far the cows, as far as I know, they've been behaving. You know, it's kind of a trick because, okay, so you know I'm standing up by the house and I look out there and I don't see any cows, and that always is like, I don't know what to think. Are they just in the back field? Because most of the time they're just in the back field. But I never know for sure. So I'm really hoping I stay connected so you guys can see a couple more species of animals this morning. Oh, there's the ducks. Here we go. Good morning, ducky ducks. Good morning, ducky ducks. They know when they see me that they'll get fed. Good, I have a connection. It's weak, but I have a connection. Oh, you can see a couple of them in there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, I have them in the pink fenced area right now. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Virginia, is I believe, I haven't checked and see if it's gone into effect yet, but yeah, we're lowering the price about $10,000. If it hasn't already happened, it'll happen today or tomorrow. Look at George and Martha. There they are. Martha's headdress is a hot mess, though. She needs a stylist. And I don't have a clue how to give them that, like, poofy headdress. You know, I don't know if they all go in there or not at night. Well, I haven't seen any predators. We're not staying in that, excuse me, Hannah's bedroom anymore. It's just almost impossible to keep warm without using a space heater, and we don't want to spend the money, so we haven't been staying in there. And that's the room that I can see outside, so I don't know if there's been predators by right here. There they are. And so I think there's 3 males and 6 females. And I enjoy them so much. Yeah, prayers for Baltimore. I saw that bridge collapse. It's terrifying, you know. It's the realization. The first thing I thought is, You know, we get so confident in engineering, and engineering is when something fails, it's a domino effect, because each part of the engineering relies on other parts. So when something gets damaged or failed and it all falls in, it just seems surreal. Yeah, so lift up in your prayers. Oh, we have a hunt. George's, there he goes. I swear, duck sex is very violent. It's not nice. Oh, but somebody escaped. Man, you are on the prowl. Huh, George? Look at him. So proud of himself. Here's a little brown female. She's like, is it safe? Here I go. Oh, there she goes. She's like, get me out of here. It's too early for this. Oh, no, Catherine. George, well, you know, nature finds a way. George is, yep, George got his equipment back. So he's 100% complete restored heterosexual male, that George. There he is. Yep, what a healthy guy. He's so beautiful. Yep. I'll zoom out so you can see more of them in one shot. There we go. There we go. I know, exactly. But it's such a nice little duck family. The 9 of them. When I come out, I have to count my 4 white ducks, and then George and Martha, and then 3 brown ones. That one that's a little more mallard, that male looking one, and then the 2 brown females that are over there. And that's the 5. There we go. So they may come, or they may wait for me to move away before they eat. There, ducky poos. Hey, ducks. Here you go, little brown guys. Here you go. There we go. And then I'll back away. Look at that. There you go. There's 3 white ones, 3 of the 4. George, Martha, another white one, and then 2 of the 3 brown ones. That other brown one must be behind that little shelter. I'll tell you what I don't see is I don't see them use this little shelter right here. It pretty much just stays there, totally empty, unoccupied. I don't find eggs in there. There was a time that I would find, well, chicken eggs, but duck eggs too. Oh, there's the little brown one. Here she comes. Good girl. Come get your breakfast. Miss Lori's gonna move. Don't be afraid. Here, we'll just stop, watch for a minute. So I think that's the white male, because he was watching Martha pretty close. You guys see her little headdress there? Poor lady. She needs a beautician, I think. Her little headdress is taking a beating in mating season. Oh yeah, I crawl in there for eggs every day. Although, because there's no eggs in that little shelter, I don't have to crawl in there. Oh yeah, we have Stony here still. Let's see. Stony. Oh, Stony's over here. Looks like Stony got knocked over. Let's go fix Stony. Come here, Stony. You kind of got the wrong end up, buddy. There we go. There's Stony. Yeah, the headdress is a little sideways. It's pretty cute. Alright. So in honor of Jeff, we'll go ahead and give Stony some little layer crumbles. All I'm going to do is invite pests. You know that, right? Well, maybe birds. I don't consider the birds pests. As long as they're not going to hurt the animals. They're not pests. Oh, we have... I wonder if I'll catch them. Maybe it's too cold. I thought we might see some mice. But I don't see any. It's too cold. I think they're all snuggled up somewhere. And they have a couple little spots where they leave eggs. So I do go out and collect eggs every day at some point. Oops, sorry to spin you around like that. There we go. There they are. I have 7 rescue dogs. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are forever fosters, and 3 of them are foster fails. Look at that, they chased all the females out. Now, George won. He screamed everybody out of the pool. Oh yeah, you hear the woodpecker. Yeah, I do too. I'm not taking on any more dogs until we're settled. We have this place figured out, till our house is sold and we put, a proper fence up and we're able to live a little more comfortably here. Right now, honestly, we feel like squatters. So, I'll go in here. So, they have a couple spots. Nothing's really changed in here. Sometimes, see, look, they left 2 duck eggs there. Sometimes there's one in the corner, and there's 2 in that corner. That's 4. They left me 1 here, and there's 1 over there. And I leave this door open, and those are old chicken eggs that I'm sure are quite spoiled. And I check there. Once in a while there's a duck egg added to it, but I usually can spot that. So, George, did you come in there to see what I was going up to, huh? Did you think I was a duck? So cute. All right. Well, I don't know if I'll have a signal, but I thought I would at least try to feed the cows on Alive. So we'll see. If I lose you guys, I apologize ahead of time. But we'll give it a shot. Some of you may have heard me say this before I go down there. But so I did more clearing out of the pig grotto area, because this is where I'm going to make a new home for the ducks, a little closer to the house. So you can see, except for those big trees that still lean on the neutral power line, I've cleaned up all that broken stuff. It's all gone. And then up here too, there are a number of these pine tree branches that had been resting on this roof. And I did not do this on a live in case I did something stupid and hurt myself. I didn't want to be on film doing something stupid. So, but you can see there, I cut a number of branches and opened it up, and I've only left that branch because it's touching the power line also. The neutral, but still. I don't think it's my place, and I'll call the power company. I meant to do it last week, and work got the better of me. So, but look how cleaned out this area is. I think it's really exciting, actually. And then there's the mess. I talked to Justin about borrowing a piece of equipment and hauling a lot of that into a clear area so that I can burn it and get rid of it safely. And the other reason I like this too is that I can go right under that porch underground and not have to dig too far, and so it would go from the cistern underground, straight out underground, and then refill the duck pond. That would be here. And so I'm looking for like 2 used, like prefab shaped ones, so that's fully contained, and then do some sort of a prefab stream, or like maybe make them at 2 different heights, so it's just a gentle little waterfall, so the ducks have like 2 areas that they can swim. That's what I would like to do. Yeah, I just think it'd be really pretty. And then some of this fence that's up here, it's a lot closer to the house. I'm going to push that fence back. So kind of in front of where that pig shed across is where the ducks would be. And it'll give us a little more yard at the back. Because right now, I don't know if I'll zoom out here. I don't know if you can see that shed is pretty close to the porch, which was intentional, so that since it was a kidding shed, they had that kidding shed really close to their bedroom. But I want to kind of push out what I would call backyard area, and then bring the duck area forward so that they we can enjoy them more. Yeah, I have more ideas about the land than I do about the house. I have all these ideas about the house, but honestly, until our house sells, I have no idea financially what we'll be able to afford to do. Yeah. And it was kind of stressing me out for a while, and I don't know if you remember a couple weeks ago, if any of you join us for Hope Ministries, one of the things Mark had prayed for everybody was that, something that we were really wrestling with, that God would give us clarity. And while we were on the live, that's going to make me cry. I strongly felt like God said, Lori, remember, you bought the farm to glorify me. So don't worry about the house. You didn't come here to build a perfect house. You came here to glorify me. So that's what we're clinging to. And so it brings me a lot of joy to think of ways that I can make this farm, this land, a place where people can come and be quiet and experience God's creation and glorify Him. It's really beautiful here, and I really hope that one day a number of you, if you come out to visit the farm and you want quiet time, that you're able to come out here and have quiet time. Or if there's if there's you know, just people in the community that are under stress and they realize they need to just to get out and get someplace peaceful. We want to make it, you know, open to the public, and that's funny because that's some of what I was already thinking, and Justin, when we first got here, he suggested that too, and I was like, okay, so God's planting that seed in a number of us. So that's so I have a lot more vision about the farm land than I do about the house itself. Yeah. And then I'll show you another thing. And so one of the things that I think would be really lovely is, you know, Justin put power all the way out to that little tent by the cows there where he stores hay and has the electric fence. And I asked him if he would just leave that power line out there, so we'll have to bury it. But it runs, I'm gonna zoom out again and then take you on a little journey, so don't get sick. It runs the entire length. So all the way from the house. I even remember the day that that he was out there laying that and trying to get the spool to stay on his equipment. I think he was using his like lawnmower thing that day. Can't remember for sure. Anyway, so it runs all through here, all the way out to there. We'll see how close I can get. I want to have a walking path kind of along, just a winding path along this perimeter here that you would go past the ducks, and then you would come along here and wind along the edges of the woods, and then you could go by some of these graves here from some of our goats. I say our goats in the greater sense of the family, our goats. And then go through those trees and have some kind of a little boardwalky thing so that you could actually go through there even if it's in like high water time, you could still get through there. And then once you get through the trees over near where that little shed is, there would be a platform, a fairly large platform, and it'd have just some lights, like the platform would float kind of above the ground so it doesn't really touch the ground, and then there'd be some lights shining down so it just kind of looked like it was glowing or hovering in the evening time. And we could just sit out there with a yoga mat on it. You could get together with some friends or just a group of people. Maybe there could be some goat yoga done on it, and have it. Justin and Lauren planted that willow tree, and so we would just be out here, and I'll be quiet for a minute and you can hear everything there is. Hey guys, look who's coming to breakfast. Good morning, Chuck. Try not to yell so I don't hurt your ears. Hi, Chucky Boo. Hi, Cinco. Hi, Uno. Get this zoomed out again. Oh, moonlight lighting lights. All right, I'll look those up. Hi, Kim. Yeah, you know, he buried all that, and we were all worried, and so the first week I filled the garden pond, and the garden pond flowed into that little, I don't know, longer pond part, and then it kind of flooded over, so I stopped it, and then God sent all those rains, and all the rain from the roof filled into the cistern, which overflowed right down the road. And I thought, how much more erosion just happened because he buried the stream? Because now an entire area was being washed away, like a long flat area was being washed down instead of just his little stream. And I thought, well, I'm not really sure having him bury that did what they thought it would do. There was a certain irony in that, and just the fact that it all happened within 2 weeks. So yeah, so everything was just teeming with water. Woohoo! So the frogs will be in good shape. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna try to get over this wire. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Now I see it. I just have to pay attention to what I'm doing. See if we can get you back on the cows. There we go. I made it. And it's a little tricky. You do that while I'm unzipping behind myself. All right. Okay, I'm just going to have to bring you along for the ride. This is where my old ladiness gets me. There we go. Oh, he's getting excited. Hey, Chuck, you're getting close there, baby boy. No, don't turn that over. There's no hay in it anyway, silly. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys? Uh-oh. You still with me, guys? I can't tell. Did it freeze? I don't know if you guys can still see me, or if I'm live, or if I'm frozen. My screen went dark. I'm running toward the house. If you can see me, I'm embarrassed and I'm sorry about the rocky ride.